Hi, Pewter pals. This is Little Richard, reminding you that you're in tune with the Jim Pewter Show, featuring the oldies but goodies. Ooh, my soul.
Richard is here on the Jim Pewter Show. Don't cut out. Listen, guys and gals, Little Rich will be here for a half hour. He's on his way for a worldwide tour, leaving soon. Come on in, Little Rich. Keep a knocking.
Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. You said you love me and you can't come in. You said you love me and you can't come in. Woo! You said you love me and you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. Woo! Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. You said you love me and you can't come in. You said you love me and you can't come in. Woo! You said you love me and you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. Woo! Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Woo! Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. You said you love me and you can't come in. You said you love me and you can't come in. You said you love me and you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again.
A chart buster from the 50s. Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Little Richard is here, upcoming. Del Vikings.
Come and go with me.
never give me a chop, chop.
Love me, darling, come and go with me. Don't, 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 baby, I'm the sea. Don't, 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 so come go with me. Don't, 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 come on, go with me. Don't, 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 come on, go with me. Don't, don't.
Good hearing from the Del Vikings again. Come Go With Me. You requested it, I played it. You hear all your favorite oldie but goodie stars on this show and keep in touch. From week to week, you've heard people like Bo Diddley, Muddy Waters, Lou Christie. Well, Little Richard is upcoming. Checking our weather outside. It's a bit rainy, a little gloomy, but here are three chicks that can brighten up any day. Come on in out of the rain, Ronnie. Oh, you're just gonna stay and walk in the rain, huh? All right.
I want him, and I need him, and someday, someway, whoa, 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 I'll meet him. He'll be kind of shy, but real good looking too. And I'll be certain he's my guy by the things he'll like to do, like walking in the rain and wishing on the stars up above and being so in love. When he's near me, I'll kiss him. And when he leaves me, whoa, 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 I'll miss him. Though sometimes we'll fight, I won't really care. And I'll know it's gonna be alright, 'cause we got so much we share. Like walking in the rain and wishing on the stars up above and being so in love. Johnny, no, he'll never do. No, it isn't him too. They would never, no, they'd never, never, walking in the rain and wishing on the stars up above and being so in love. Where can he be? I've been wishing.
Hey, another swinging oldie on the Jim Pewter Show. Well, time is here. Take heed. In the late 50s, Little Richard won the famous Billboard magazine Triple Crown Award. He was voted the most played rhythm and blues artist by disc jockeys in the Billboard survey and won the Cashbox magazine Jukebox Operators poll. Remember hits like Tutti Frutti, Long Tall Sally, Slippin' and Slidin', Rip It Up, Ready Teddy, The Girl Can't Help It, Good Golly Miss Molly, and many more. And artists like Elvis Presley, the Beatles, the Everly Brothers, Buddy Holly, Pat Boone, Bill Haley, Conway Twitty have all recorded Little Richard material. Here he is, world, Little Richard. Hi, Rich.
Hi, Jim. What's going on?
Hey, it's good to have you here.
Man, I'm glad to be here, too.
Back in action again, huh?
Yes, just where the action is, that's where I am.
We were over at the Hullabaloo about 2 nights ago, and Rich will be kicking off a worldwide tour. And I said, Rich, come on over to the Armed Forces Radio, and let's talk a bit.
I was glad for that opportunity to get over here, Jim.
Well, it's good to have you aboard. Also, we have Ray Chester, who plays piano and tambourine with the Little Richard Quintet. Hi, Ray.
Hi,
Good to have you aboard, too.
It's the Ray Chester's Quintet, Jim, and I'm featured. I am the star, and it's his quintet that furnished the music, which so beautifully back us up all over the country, everywhere we go.
Are you still doing the oldie hits?
Yes, we do the oldest hits every place we go. In fact, I enjoy them, I must say, more than I do the latest things that I'm putting out and I hear about other people, because like it was more bombastic than it is today.
Right. Well, you're still as bombastic as you were back in 1956 and 57. You want to go back a bit and reminisce?
Oh, I would love to go back.
Well, let's go back to the year around 56, when you recorded a thing called what?
Tutti Frutti.
Hey, let's reminisce.
Wop bam balloon bam 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 tutti frutti on route tutti frutti on route tutti frutti on route tutti frutti on route tutti frutti on route. Oh wop bam balloon bam 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 bam. I got a girl named Sue. She knows just what to do. I got a girl named Sue. She knows just what to do. She rock to the east. She rock to the west, but she's the gal that I love best. Tutti frutti, on route. Tutti frutti, on route. Ooh, tutti frutti, on route. Tutti frutti, on route. Tutti frutti, on route. Oh, wop, bop, balloon, bop, 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 bop. I got a gal named Daisy. She almost drives me crazy. Got a gal named Daisy. She almost drives me crazy. She knows how to love me, yes indeed. Boy, you don't know what she do to me. Tutti frutti, on route. Tutti frutti, on route. Ooh, tutti frutti, on route. Tutti frutti, on route. Tutti frutti, on route. Bop, bop, bop. Got a gal named Daisy. She almost drives me crazy. Got a gal named Daisy. She almost drives me crazy. She knows how to love me, yes indeed. Boy, you don't know what she do to me. Tutti frutti, on route. Tutti frutti, on route. Ooh, tutti frutti, on route. Tutti frutti, on route. Tutti frutti, on route. Oh, wop, bop, balloon, bop, bop, bam, boom.
Started it all, Little Rich.
Yes, that's with the first one.
Let's talk about it a bit. Where did you grow up?
In a little town down in the Peach State, Georgia, called Macon, Georgia, M-A-C-O-N, Macon.
Right. I've been through there. And
it's a lovely little place.
And when you were about 7 years old, what did you do around that city?
Well, my grandfather was a minister,
Mhm.
and I used to play piano and organ for the church. But I used to always slip aside, and make my little money on the side for me and the teenagers and sing. I've been singing Tutti Frutti. I started singing that when I was about 5 years old around the house.
Oh, really?
And I had it through the years, I didn't know it was a song. I was just saying something, So it came out to be a little song, which was a very big hit and opened a lot of avenues for me.
And then it stayed in the back of your mind, and then what did you do? Put it on a recorder, or?
Well, I read in the paper, a little colored paper called the Pittsburgh Courier. They came into Macon when they wanted some talent at a record company by the name of Specialty.
Mhm.
And I made a tape, and I sent them a tape, and they kept it 1 year before they wrote me back. Then they finally wrote a letter and said they was coming in to record Lloyd Price. He was famous.
That was Laudimus Claudia was
Laudimus
big around that
Claudia,
time,
yes,
right? Yeah.
And so they sent for me to come to New Orleans, and I went there. And when I went there, I recorded Tutti Frutti, and no one liked it. So the company said, we'll put it out, but they didn't put any money behind it. They
Mhm.
released it, 200 copies. They wouldn't even, but when they released it in 2 weeks, it became fantastic all over the world. And so they never had an artist like me, so they went mad, and I got a chance to ride an airplane for my first time, too.
They flew you out there?
From Macon to Hollywood.  And my first suit, I didn't have a suit. I got a chance to wear a suit. And to ride in some nice cars that I'd never been in before. In fact, Tutti Frutti was a blessing to my family and myself because my mother had 12 kids and my father had just passed during the time.
Mm-hmm. Well, you had good vibrations
Yes.
from upstairs.
Yes, you're wonderful.
Well, from Tutti Frutti, you went on and recorded a song called Long Tall Sally, and the flip was Slippin' and Slidin'.
That's
Want to
right.
slip and slide a bit?
Yes, I just love that. That's one of my favorites.
Slipping and a sliding, peeping and a hiding, been told a long time ago. Slipping and a sliding, peeping and a hiding, been told a long time ago. I've been told, baby, you've been bold, I won't be your fool no more. Oh, pick a knife, nothing but a jive, I done got hit for your jive. Oh, pick a knife, nothing but a jive, I done got hit for your jive. Slipping and sliding, peeping and hiding, won't be your fool no more. Oh, Melinda, she's a solid sinner. You know you better surrender. Oh, Melinda, she's a solid sinner. You know you better surrender. Slipping out and sliding, peeping out and hiding, won't be your boo no more. Slipping and sliding, peeping and hiding, been told a long time ago. Slipping and sliding, peeping and hiding, been told a long time ago. I've been told, baby, you've been bold, I won't be your fool no more. Ow!
Slippin' and Slidin' with Richard Penniman. That's a groovy sound.
Yes, I still dig that sound myself. You can do the Philly dog, brother.
Philly Dog, yeah. Hey, we're going to talk a bit now about some of the artists that have recorded your material through the years. I know on this next one we're going to play Rip It Up, which was a giant. What year did that come out? That was about 57, wasn't it?
57, yes.
Right.
The first of 57.
And Bill Haley in the Comets had a
he
cut
covered,
on that.
he covered
it.
yes.
And Elvis covered
Elvis
you
covered it.
on Tutti Frutti, right?
Yes, on Tutti Frutti.
Yeah. Did you ever tour with Bill
Pat
Haley?
Boone also
Pat
covered me
Boone?
on Tutti Frutti. That was his first hit.
Yeah, it was. That's right.
Mhm.
There was a lot of covering going on in those days. I hope it doesn't happen to you again.
No, I think that the field was just breaking open then,
Uh-huh.
but it's open now, you know, and it's not that much going on in the covering department, I would say.
Right. Who are some of the people you've toured with through the years, Rich?
Well, amazingly, the Beatles made their first tour with me
What year was that?
in England, and when I first came back in the business, I hadn't announced in America that I was back, and I toured. Epstein brought me to Liverpool, and I made a picture that I have at my home now with the Beatles, and they wanted to touch somebody that was famous. They came and made a picture with me, and so this holler that you hear Paul do this, woo,
Right.
I showed Paul how to do that. And we played a club called the Star Club in Hamburg, Germany. I made that first tour with also the Rolling Stones made that first tour with me.
Well, they're giants today.
Oh, they're monsters today.
You mean the whoo, that
Yeah,
bit,
that
huh?
little holler, that
Yeah.
woo. Yeah, I taught him that. They're great guys, though.
Uh-huh. Well, Rich, I'm going to take this right now, and I'm going to rip things up a bit.
Well, it's Saturday night and I just got paid. Fool about my money, don't try to save. My heart say go, go. Have a time cause Saturday night. Now I'm feeling fine. I'm gonna rock it up. I'm gonna rip it up. tonight. Along about 10, I'll be flying high, walk on out unto the sky. But I don't care if I spin my gold, 'cause tonight I'm gonna be one happy soul. I'm gonna rock it up, I'm gonna rip it up, I'm gonna shake it up, gonna ball it up, I'm gonna rock it up and ball tonight. Well, it's Saturday night and I just got paid. Food about my money, don't try to save. My heart say go, go, have a time, 'cause Saturday night, now I'm feeling fine. I'm gonna rock it up, I'm gonna rip it up, I'm gonna shake it up, gonna ball it up, I'm gonna rock it up and ball tonight. Along about 10, I'll be flying high, walk on out unto the sky. But I don't care if I spin my gold, 'cause tonight I'm gonna be one happy soul. I'm gonna rock it up, I'm gonna rip it up, I'm gonna shake it up, gonna ball it up, I'm gonna rock it up and ball tonight.
Rip it up, hey, with Little Richard Pennyman, Swinging Out from 1957. And you heard it, world. He taught Paul McCartney to go woo, and that made the Beatles, right, Rich?
That's right, Rat. We were there at the Star Club in Hamburg, Germany for about 4 weeks. The Beatles, the group called the Swingin' Blue Jeans, which was not known at the time, a group by the name of the Animals, which did nobody know at the time, and the Rolling Stones was opening the show. I was the star of the show. Bo Diddley was on the show. The Everly Brothers was on the show. I was the headliner of the show. And the Rolling Stones opened the show. The Beatles opened the show. And every day they would come over. In fact, I used to have to pay for their food some days. I'm telling you the truth. And they would come over to me, and Paul would do the holler. He would say, "Oh!" And then so we got to, and he just finally got, "Woo, woo." So when I heard the record coming out, when I was just 17, you know what I mean?
Right.
Woo, the way she got. So I say he got that, woo, he made it,
Right.
Yeah, it's really something.
Well, that's an amazing story. You toured with Buddy Holly, didn't you,
Yes,
Rich?
Buddy Holly toured with me through Australia. He and a fellow by the name of Eddie Cochran, he got killed over there.
Right, Summertime Blues.
And we toured together there, and a fellow by the name of Gene Vincent.
Sure, the Blue Caps.
Bebopalula, yes.
Mhm.
For which I just met him a few weeks ago in London. He's living there now. And we had a terrific time. All of the artists have toured with me one time or another. A lot of the new artists, which I haven't been around as much because I must say that very few color dates that I play, because I don't draw big color. I draw big or white, Spanish, and other race, but I mostly play for a white audience, Mexicans, Italians, Jewish. That's my following over the country. And so since I've been back in the business, a lot of new artists, but I still respect people like Fats Domino's, Elvis Presley, because to me, the backbone of anything, you can't push it out.
Right.
You may paint it up a little bit, but it still stands,
And they had an individual style just like you
and
did.
they wasn't copying.
No.
Everybody was original. They stood on their own. Today, you can hear 3 or 4 groups or 3 or 4 singers, and all of them sound just like you. The only way you know who they are when the man finishes, oh, that was Joe Golo or somebody,
Getting back to the hullabaloo, it was so true because the place was packed with teens.
That's right.
15 to about 18 years old.
That's right.
You had a
And
tremendous
the
crowd.
midnight show as well as the early show. It was tremendous, and we just played a date in New Orleans where I had 18,000 teenagers to hear me in concert. Nobody but me and the Ray Chester's Trio alone in a stadium. 18,000. And I've been in show business for 2 or 3 years.
Hey, Ray, how do you like this touring?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah?
I really enjoy it.
I bet you'd be looking forward to going overseas now, huh?
Yes, I am.
Well, listen, Rich, getting back to Buddy Holly, and speaking of songs that have been covered by other artists, this is one Buddy put on an album, and I know you had a big hit with it. It's one of my favorites. Send Me Some Lovin'.
Yes,
Send
please
me
sing.
some loving. Send it, I pray. How can I love you
Super sound indeed. Send me some lovin', Richard Pennyman. Rich, tell me that story about Buddy Holly.
Well, Buddy toured, as I said a few moments back, in Australia with me. And you know, before integration started like it is today, when the world was so segregated and like it was back in the 50s, Buddy invited me to come to Lubbock, Texas, to his home for dinner. So I arrived at his home, and his father didn't want me to come in the house. So when I got to the door, he told me we can have lunch out on the lawn, you know. But he didn't want me to come in. He told Buddy if whatever glass that I would use, that would have to be destroyed immediately, you know. So Buddy told them that if I couldn't come in the house, that they couldn't stay there, and that if they didn't want me there, not to ever come back again. So they finally received me, and I think that Buddy Holly is one of the greatest entertainers that have ever been. The same as I think of Paul McCarthy and John Lennon. I think they're the greatest songwriters that ever been. I think that a person should give credit regardless of what race or creed. Because a man is black don't mean that he have all the talent because he's white. God spread it over all of us.
Right.
We all have it, and I think that they're very great, and I'm glad to be a part of it with them.
That's a fine comment. Richard, you went on to make a movie. In fact, about 2 movies, didn't you?
I made 3.
3? So you made Don't Knock the Rock.
Mr. Rock and Roll. And The Girl Can't Help It, and I've just finished another one recently called The Scuba Party that's to be released soon.
Look for it. Scuba Party. Who's in that with you?
I'm starring in it. It's the first time, really, thank God, that it's a lot of unknown acts in there with me, but it's a very great movie. It'll be out soon. I think it's going to do something. We have a record that's going to follow the theme of the, in fact, the title of the movie. I recorded the record.
Well, I remember when The Girl Can't Help It came out. All my buddies, we were in high school at the time, and we rushed down to this little theater in St. Paul, and little Richard was starring in this show, and we checked it out, and I remember you had your foot up on the piano.
On the piano.
Remember Jane
black
Mansfield?
shoes, James, yes,
Jane,
the bottles breaking,
right.
the glasses are breaking.
And
it's too much.
Eddie Cochran was in that show. Gene Vincent.
Fats Domino.
Fats, yeah. Well,
in fact, they had The Girl Can't Help It for him, but he wasn't lively enough, and they gave it to me. Thank God.
You have to be pretty lively around Jane. Well, let's reminisce a bit and go back to the movie, and we'll bring on the whole scene once again. How's that?
That's good.
Girl can't help it.
Can't help it, the girl can't help it. She can't help it, the girl can't help it. If she walks by, the mean folks get engrossed. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. If she winks an eye, the breast lights turn to toes. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. If she got a lot of what they call the moles. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. The girl can't help it, she was born to please. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. And if she's got a figure made to squeeze. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. Won't you kindly be aware? The girl can't help it, the girl can't help it. If she mesmerizes every mother's son. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. If she smiles and beefsteak become well done. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. She make grandpa feel like 21. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. The girl can't help it, she was born to please. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. And if I go to her on bending knees. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. Oh, won't you kindly be aware that I can't help it? I can't help it. Because I'm hoping, obviously, that someday the answer would be the girl can't help it, that she's in love with me. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. If she walks by, the men folks get engrossed. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. If she winks an eye and the breast lights turn to toes. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. She got a lot of what they call the moles. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. The girl can't help it, she was born to please. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. And if she's got a figure made to squeeze. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. I'm hoping, obviously, that someday the answer will be the girl can't help it, that she's in love with me. Can't help it, the girl can't help it.
Hey, there he goes. Little Richard, The Girl Can't Help It. Just a reminder, you're listening to The Jim Pewter Show, featuring oldies but goodies, and I have the man next to me right now, Richard Pennyman.
Oh, Jim, I'm so glad to be here. I must say that over and over because it's true.
Fine. Hey, Rich, we're going to scoot along and get on some more hits, and then I just want to remind the people out there we'll have the worldwide premiere of your latest recording coming up. Well, from The Girl Can't Help It, let's see, through the years you had hits like Heebie Jeebies, She's Got It, and one I'm going to play right now, Good Golly Miss Molly.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Say, Richard, how many takes do you have to sometime make on a recording before you put it out?
Well, I do sometime, like on Good Golly Miss Molly, some of the songs are so hard, the style that I sing, sometimes I have to stop to catch my breath. I did about 5 takes on Good Golly Miss Molly because it was a very different type thing at the time, and plus I had to play the piano and sing. It's not like it is now. I had to play the piano and then sing and sing. My hands are going, and trying to get the thing there, boy. It's just feel like something getting hung up. And
Right. Well, how many takes did Rip It Up take about?
Rip It Up was very easy. We did it on the first take. It was very easy for me.
Now, in those days, the band would be backing you, you'd be on the piano,
Yes.
and you would just cut it like that.
Just plain, just like that. No echo or nothing, just plain. And it's amazing the sound that we got without all of that. The electronics was quite different, in that time.
Well, here's a young lady that caused a lot of excitement back in 1958. Remember Molly?
I remember Good Golly.
Good golly, Miss Molly, sure like the bone. Good golly, Miss Molly, sure like the bone. When you're rocking and a rolling, can't hear your mama call. From the early, early morning to the early, early night, when the come Miss Molly rocking at the house of blue light. Good golly, Miss Molly, sure like the bone. When you're rocking and a rolling, can't hear your mama call. Mama, Papa told me, son, you better watch yourself. If the new promise, Mama, I have to watch my promise myself. Good golly, Miss Molly, so like the ball. When you're rocking and a rolling, can't hear your mama call. Good golly, Miss Molly, so like the bone. Good golly, Miss Molly, so like the bone. When you're rocking and a rolling, can't hear your mama call. Going to the corner, gonna buy a diamond ring. When you hug me and kiss me, make me ting-a-ling-a-ling. Good golly, Miss Molly, so like the bone. When you're rocking and a rolling, can't hear your mama call.
Good golly, Miss Molly. Richard Pennyman. And now, Rich, we're going to talk a bit about the time you left the business and what happened to you during those years.
Well, I left the business. I was very excited at the time. I've just left Australia, and I enrolled in a school in Huntsville, Alabama, by the name of Oakwood College. It's a theology seminary, and I've stayed there for almost 5 years, and I received my Bachelor's of Art in Theology from that school, and I enjoyed myself immensely there. It was great for me. I learned a lot of things. I minored in business administration. I should have known that before Tutti Frutti, but I learned it kind of late. But it was really a time there, and I studied the Bible, and a lot of people thought I was going to become a minister because it was publicized that way. I think that the work that I'm doing now, Jim, I meet a lot of teenagers that a minister would never meet. I meet people, and when I sing Tutti Frutti and Long Tall Sally, they don't cry, they smile. And I think that you can be a peacemaker and cause a lot of people to cheer up by traveling in this field.
The contacts are greater.
The contacts are much greater. I don't think that all good people are sitting in churches. I think they're everywhere.
Well, if you can convey this to them as you are, I saw it last night. And it's a great thing to see the people as they wait and then they see you on stage, and it's the magnetism that you have.
I must say I'm not being conceited. I'm not saying it in a vain way. I'm convinced they love me. And I must tell you the truth. I love them. Without them, I'm not Little Richard. Without me, there is no Little Richard. So it takes both of us together to make my success. And the world and the public has been so great to me and for me, and I just love them. I just can't sing enough. That's the reason sometimes I do as high as 40 numbers a show, because I enjoy what I'm doing. It's not a make-believe, it's for real. And like I said again, I'm glad that I'm on the Jim Pewter show because it's the greatest.
Well, thank you, Rich. And I want to remind the people out there that you're back in action now.
That's right.
You'll be touring the world. Look for him.
And still throwing the leg on the piano and jumping all and bouncing all around. I'm not James Brown, but I'm Little Richard.
And Ray Chester? Ray's going to be with you now from now on, right?
Yes, Ray has been with me. I put Ray in the business, Jim. Ray was working with me just as a bodyguard, and so when they organized the band, I heard him play tambourine. You know, I believe that there are a lot of people that are talented that don't know they have talent. He had a hidden talent. He can sing, and he was bashful to sing. Ray don't have much to say. I'm sure you can notice that. But it's a lot in Ray, and when he get on the stage, he electrifies an audience. He have people jumping and bouncing, wheeling and rolling and turning. You know, he got a gift. God has given him some. So from now on, it'll be Little Richard and the Ray Chester's Quintet. He have a 2-year contract with the company now. So he's doing great work, and we all are here to cheer up and to mend up. For the time that I was gone, I'm here to redo everything over again.
Well, Ray, thanks for stopping by with Richard.
Yes, I really enjoyed myself, Jim. It was nice to be here and everything.
And
Yes,
hope to see you again.
yes, I hope to see you.
You know, we got some things cooking, Rich.
I know.
And we'll tell the fellas about that a little bit later in regard to some tours coming up.
I know. I can feel the heat.
Yeah, the vibrations.
The
huh?
vibration is on.
Okay, before we close out, this is it, the worldwide preview of the brand new Little Richard single. Now, it was recorded on OK Records, and overseas you can pick it up on Epic, right?
Epic, that's right. Epic overseas.
Epic,
and
attention.
okay,
All right.
attention.
And that's Columbia. The whole
That's
scene
right.
is Columbia,
That's
right?
right. I need love.
I Need Love. This is the premiere now on the
That's
Jim
right.
Pewter Show. Richard,
Thanks.
thanks for
Jim.
stopping by.
You're the greatest and the latest. The oldies but goodies. He's here.
Oldies forever.
Hey, that's right.
Okay. Brand new from Little Richard. Thank you, Ray.
Jim.
Thank
Rich.
you, Jim.
Gonna be a hit.
You got to have lead in your pistol, baby, or it won't ride. You got to have flint in your lighter, baby, or it won't light. You got to have the sunshine to make the flower grow. You got to put gas in your car, baby, or it won't go. But when I need some satisfaction, you call on me for quick reaction, and I need love. I gotta have love.
a sight, huh? I Need Love, Little Richard. Hey, it was a kick having him on the show. Rich told us about Buddy Holly. Remember Raining in My Heart?
The sun is out, the sky is blue. There's not a cloud to spoil the view, but it's raining, raining in my heart. The weatherman says clear today. He doesn't know you've gone away, and it's raining, raining in my heart. Oh, misery, misery. What's gonna become of me? I tell my blues they mustn't show, but soon these tears are bound to flow, 'cause it's raining, raining in my heart. But it's raining, raining in my heart. And it's raining, raining in my heart. Oh, misery, misery. What's gonna become of me? I tell my blues they mustn't show, but soon these tears are bound to flow, 'cause it's raining, raining in my heart, raining in my heart, raining in my heart.
From the class of 1959, that's Buddy Holly, Raining in My Heart. Hey, what would have happened to our favorite oldie but goodie stars if Fats Domino never reached the top of Blueberry Hill? Or how about if Chuck Berry never dated a chick named Maybelline? Or if Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper took a train to Mason City, Iowa in 1959 rather than a private plane? Or how about if Elvis picked up an accordion at the age of 13 rather than a guitar? Little Richard, you there?
This is Little Richard here, reminding you that you're listening to the best of the oldies with Jim Pewter. My.
Tell him about it. Here's Elvis Presley. Too much. Oh.
Well, honey, I love you too much. I need your love too much. Want the thrill of your touch. Well, gee, I can't love you too much. You do all the living while I do all the giving. Gonna love you too much, too much. Well, you spend all my money too much. I have to share your honey too much. When I want some loving, you're gone. Don't you know you're treating your daddy wrong? Now you got me started. Don't you leave me broken hearted. Gonna love you too much, too much. I need your loving all the time. Need your hugging, please be mine. Need you near me, stay right close. Please, please hear me. You're the most. Now you got me started. Don't you leave me broken hearted. Gonna love you too much, too much.
such a fool for your charms. Take me back, baby, in your arms. Like to hear you sighing, even though I know you're lying. Gonna love you too much. I need your love and all the time. I need your hug. Please be mine. Need you near me. Stay real close. Please, please hear me. You're the most. Now you got me started. Don't you leave me broken hearted. Gonna love you too much.
Too much, Elvis Presley. Hey, if you want to write out there to me in care of Little Richard, you have anything you want to put down in paper for Little Richard, I'll give it to him personally. Write Jim Pewter, Pewter, Market Little Richard, care of Armed Forces Radio and TV, Hollywood, California, 90038. Jim Pewter, Market Little Richard, care of Armed Forces Radio and TV, Hollywood, California, 90038. Hey! Land of a Thousand Dances, the Midnighters.
I said, oh, no, 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 you gotta know how to pony, like pony Maroney. You look good, let me see the word. You look tango,
The Midnighters, Land of a Thousand Dances. That was also covered by Wilson Pickett, and the original is by Chris Kinner. Les Cooper, the Soul Rockers, kicking things off here with Wiggle Wobble. to move out for a mojo workout. Thanks to Little Rich. Little Richard, have a pleasant trip, pal. Until next week, Jim Pewter here. Straight ahead, don't bunch up. Be good, be happy, and beware. Bye-bye now. This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.